Alright, so hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and Baro has come once again, and on PC he's on the La Ronda relay on Mercury. Now, the new item this time around is the Teer Domestik drone. Now, this works just like the standard domestic drone, so it's literally just a Teer Roomba that will zoom around your orbiter. It does leave a nice trail behind it though, which the normal one doesn't. Moving on from there, we have a full set of the primed Expel mods, which are for pistols and give you plus 55% bonus damage to their respective factions. So we have one for Corpus, one for Corrupted, one for Grenier, and one for the Infested. After that, we have the Machete Siakit skin, which is a pretty cool looking skin for machetes, though it does not look very practical, and it also kind of looks like something that you would play Lunaro with instead of just hit things with. Then we have one of my personal favorite skins, and that is the Tigress Elixir skin. This one is just absolutely fantastic. I love all the Elixir skins, I love all the little details, and it looks particularly good on the Tigress. Also, you can use this on all the different variants of the Tigress. Then we have some weaponry, starting off with the Supra Vando, which is an absolutely fantastic primary rifle. It has a massive 300 round magazine with a not too bad 3-second reload. It has decent enough crit and very high status with really high fire rate, and it does primarily puncture damage. And the second weapon on the list is the Volca Wraith. Now this one I'm not as fond of because it's a sniper rifle that doesn't have the highest crit, but it has high status, and it also does primarily impact damage. Next on the menu, we have the Prisma Hecate Siandana, which is a very dinky looking Siandana. It might in fact be the dinkiest looking Siandana in the game, so definitely not something that I would like, but if you like it, we might as well pick it up. Then he once again brought the pack leader emblem, so here's what it looks like. It's pretty small, but I think it's pretty cool, especially if you're a big fan of Kubros, you might want to use this one. Then he once again brought a full set of the Prisma Avia armor, so we have the chest plate, the shoulder plates, as well as the ankle plates. And this is probably my favorite sort of complementary set in the entire game, because I always use bits and pieces here and there. I'm a particularly big fan of the chest piece because you can slap it on literally any Warframe and add a little bit of detail with it. But the shoulder plates and the ankle plates look great too. After that, we have the Prisma Shade, which is a slightly better version of the Shade Sentinel, and it also comes with Prisma Burst Laser, which is a slightly better version of the Burst Laser. Now, the only reason I would recommend you pick this up outside of the mastery is if you're a big fan of the Shade Sentinel, or if you just want to be the sneakiest person ever. Then we have a 3-day credit booster, which isn't really worth buying from Baro, just buy it from the market with the platinum you make by selling primed junk. Then there is the Limbo Immortal skin, which works both on the standard Limbo as well as Limbo Prime. And this is actually one of the few Immortal skins that I very much prefer on the standard version of the frame than on the primed version, because on Limbo Prime, his prime details have very different texture to the rest of the skin, and it just looks weird. Now following that, we have the Nexus Gene Masking Kit for Kavats, which has the Nexus Kavat fur pattern and 4 colors, those being Nidus White, Ignis Red, Mesa Blue, and Darvo Purple. Up next, we have the Scimitar Prisma skin, which is a fantastic looking skin for the Scimitar landing craft. It looks really good, though bright colors on this are very bright. Then he once again brought the Eminence color palette, which is one of the better color palettes in my opinion, and it's also pretty cheap, so you should definitely pick it up. It has a ton of different colors and tons of different shades of those colors as well, and it's one of the few color palettes that you don't have to buy with platinum. And then we have 3 operator cosmetics, which is somewhat unusual. So we started off with the Teer Atmos mask if you want to go for that Bane feel. So here's what changing the primary color will do. And here is what changing the secondary color will do. We then move on to the Teer Atmos earpiece for when you want your operator to have cat ear. So once again, here is what changing the primary color does. And here is what changing the secondary color does. And finally, we have the Teer Atmos Diadem for when you want your operator to have a tiara. So here's what changing the primary color does. And here's what changing the secondary color does. And the final item on the menu is, as always, the Sons of Inaros questline blueprint, which is the item you need if you want to get Inaros. Now, as far as my recommendation this time around, just get Supra Vando because it's a really fun weapon that also has great DPS, and that's pretty much it. The primed faction mods were barely worth it before, but now after the rebalancing and the armor changes, they're just a massive overkill because we're doing so much damage we really don't need the faction multiplier on top of everything else anymore. But then again, this is just my personal recommendation. So if you want to go for the smag and cosmetics first, go right ahead. And that is pretty much it for Baro this week. So I thank you very much for watching. As always guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you some other time. Bye bye.